I've used Claude Design and Higgsfield AI to create 4 different content assets in less than 20 minutes. And I can honestly say this is one of the best workflows for content creation in 2026. It's incredibly easy to use and simple to understand, but it's also really effective for creating high quality results. So that's why in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact process I use to create those high quality content assets from scratch. So the first thing I want to show you is how Claude Design and Higgsfield actually work together to create a high-quality YouTube thumbnail. So if you want to follow along with me and create one, I'll leave a link in the description down below to both Claude and Higgsfield so you can sign up. Now, to get access to Claude Design, we'll go to claude.ai/design if you want to use it on the web, or get access inside the Claude app. Next, you will see on the screen that on the left side, you can choose between 4 different sections: prototype, slide deck, from template, and other. I'll go through each one step by step, but for now, we'll start with prototype. Because we are going to create a thumbnail, I'll name this project YouTube Thumbnail. Then we have 2 options. We can either go with wireframe, which is building the structure of our design, or with high fidelity, which takes a pre-built structure and adds the final touches on top of it. Now, because we don't have a structure yet, we are going with wireframe in the first place. Then press on create. And this is the interface you will see. On the left side, we have the chat where we'll be talking with Claude Design. And on the right side, we have the canvas that will be updated live as we make modifications with Claude. You can start by choosing one of the options they give you. So you can choose from uploading your own design system, adding a screenshot of something you want to copy, or dragging in a Figma file if you have one. But for now, to keep it really simple and effective, I'm simply going to use the prompt box and write this prompt. This gives Claude Design the full layout brief I want. And as you can see, I told it the exact title I'm going to use for the YouTube video and how to place the headline and all the assets inside. So let's press generate and see what it renders on the canvas. So all the components are here, but if you take a closer look, the positions aren't perfectly dialed in yet. So the traditional approach would be to modify our prompt and regenerate this whole thing from scratch and hope it gets closer the second time. But with Claude Design, you can actually edit it without regenerating anything. You can simply go back in the chat and ask for sliders that let you move and resize every element on the canvas directly, which makes Claude Design feel like Figma on steroids. And after we press generate, you will see that we got a tweaks panel on the right side of the canvas. Inside it, you get individual pixel sliders like this for every element on the layout. So face X and face Y for the position, the width and height for the size, and the same setup for everything else, which means that I just need to drag any slider left or right, and the element moves or resizes on the canvas in real time without any regeneration. Once you are happy with the results, close the tweaks panel and take a clean screenshot of the canvas. And the next step is to turn this wireframe into a professional looking YouTube thumbnail. So let's head over to Higgsfield. Once you are inside, open the image tab from the top navigation. Then, in the left sidebar under Model, select GPT Image 2. Because this is the best image generator at the moment. It handles people and faces better than anything else out there, and it's really good with small details. Next, we want to give this model the thumbnail prototype we created earlier. So for this, let's press on the plus button, and I'll upload it as a reference image. Now, because inside it, I'll also use my face alongside a Claude and Higgsfield logo, I'll also upload those images as separate references, and I'll specifically call them out inside the prompt using the @ symbol. For the settings, we'll go with the aspect ratio 16:9 and resolution to 4K. And this is the prompt I'm going to use for the thumbnail. Now, the only thing left to do is to generate and wait for GPT image to make it. In my opinion, this looks super good. The composition follows the wireframe, but the rendering is completely original, with that lighting on my face and the cinematic blue glow behind the text. So now we have a professional YouTube thumbnail and a proven way to create as many as you want. But there's actually something more important than that when it comes to the content creation process. And you can do it fully with Claude Design, but at the same time, it can become a nightmare if you don't know what you are doing. I'm talking about sponsor pitch decks that we as creators use all the time to get brand deals. Now, the thing is that Claude Design can build you a whole pitch deck from just one simple prompt, but the cover slide and the smaller details it gives you back still look like a generic template. So you will see in a second how we can use Higgsfield to solve all that. However, we need the presentation first. To get it, we'll go back to Claude Design, and this time, instead of picking prototype, we go with the slide deck. For the project name, I'll go with Portfolio Pitch Deck and press Create. Once the canvas is loaded, I'll paste in this exact prompt to get the full structure I have in mind. There will be 6 slides in total. The first one covers my YouTube channel name and a hero image placeholder, while the next 5 walk through my stats, audience, offer, and a few more details. So let's press generate and see what it gives us back. After a few minutes, Claude created these 6 slides for us. And just from the first try, it already looks 80% done. However, if you find any details or elements that you want to change, Comment is where you tell Claude what to change. Tweaks lets you type and describe the changes you want. Edit text lets you type new copy directly. Markup lets you select and draw on a specific section to point at what you want changed. Now, because my deck looks pretty solid as it is, I'll simply move on to saving it. So I'll click the share button in the top right corner of the canvas, pick export, and from the dropdown, I'll select PPTX, then download. But just like I said earlier, this is not done. If you send it to a potential prospect as it is, they'll probably immediately tell you created it with Claude Design and not even take a minute to look at it. So that's why we are going to make it look professional using Higgsfield. I'll open the PowerPoint we just created and take a screenshot of the first slide. Then I'll bring it to Higgsfield inside the image section. And as we've done previously, I'll select GPT Image 2 from the model list, as it's also really good at editing images while keeping the text intact. Now for the image references, I'll add two files. One is the screenshot with the first slide, and one is with my own face. In this way, Higgsfield can read everything that is positioned on the cover and place my actual photo into the hero image slot. For the settings, we keep the aspect ratio to 16:9 and the resolution to 4K. And then I'll paste in this prompt. This simply tells the image generator to keep our first slide pretty much intact and only modify the hero image slot. After it generated for a few seconds, it gave us this. And honestly, this completely changed how my slide looks. It kept everything we had previously the same, but it added this cinematic shot of me that makes the entire deck look premium. So now I can simply go back to the PowerPoint and replace the first slide with this one and change any other details with the same process. But what happens if you don't want to get brand deals and you want to sell your own products? Well, for this, you need to know how to create a landing page, which is completely different from what you've seen so far. But that's exactly why I'm going to show you how I built one completely from scratch for a software product I want to sell called What AI Tool Do You Actually Need? So let's go back to Claude Design, and this time we are going to click on Prototype and pick High Fidelity, because now we don't want just a structure. We want a fully designed, finished page that looks amazing from the start. Again, we will write the project name, and for this one, I'll go with AI Tool Picker, then press Create. Once the canvas loads, I'll paste this prompt into the chat, which includes the exact design I want, the color palette, and the text I want to see on the screen. So let's see what we get. Now, I'm going to be honest, Claude made this entire page in about 5 minutes. It wasn't 2 seconds, but the quality of it is completely different than any other AI tool we've seen so far. And what's even better is that it's fully interactive. You can press on all of these buttons, and they work just like a normal landing page would, but the page is still visually static, which makes it really boring compared to other landing pages. So let's bring it to Higgsfield to add cinematic motion to the entire background. The way we'll do this is in 2 steps. First, we'll bring the hero section into GPT Image 2 to recreate it without the text, so we get a clean background. Then we'll feed that into Kling 3.0 to animate it. So let's go back to Claude Design and take a screenshot of just the hero section. Then, inside Higgsfield, we'll head over to the image section and select GPT Image 2 from the model list. I'll upload the screenshot as an image reference. I'll set the resolution to 4K with an aspect ratio of 16:9, and then I'll also write this prompt. Now, after a few seconds, we get back a clean background. So for the second step, we'll go to the video section inside Higgsfield. And once we are inside, we'll select Kling 3.0 from the model list on the left. This is one of the best video models for cinematic camera movement. So it's going to be the perfect fit as I want a smooth animation in the background. Now, as you can see, with Kling 3.0, we have 2 slots where we can upload images. The first one is called Start Frame, and the second one is End Frame. So I'll upload my background screenshot inside the first slot, and I leave the second one empty. I'll set the duration to 5 seconds with a resolution of 1080p and turn off the audio. Now, before we paste in the prompt, there's one small tip I want to give you, because I see most people skipping it, even though it gives you a noticeable boost in video quality. Whenever you write a video prompt, you want to convert it into a structured JSON format, because models like Kling can read that with way more precision, which makes the final result feel more polished. I actually use a free tool you can find at videoprompt.studio, where you can simply ask for what you want, and it gives you a JSON output that you can paste inside Higgsfield. It takes about 10 seconds, but the results are noticeably better. So once you do that, we can press generate and look at the result. In my opinion, this would look really sick on our landing page. So now I'll download it and rename the file as hero.mp4 so I can find it easier in the next step. Then I'll open Claude Design, upload the video we just created, and in the chat panel, I'll write this. And in this way, I tell Claude to take the video we just made and turn it into the background of the entire page, just like you see with those expensive and premium websites. So the video will stay locked behind everything else as the user scrolls, while also the video progress is directly tied to the scroll position. So in practice, if the user scrolls halfway down the page, the video is halfway through. And if they scroll back up, the video plays in reverse. So let me show you what it gave us. But to make this a better experience, I'll actually click the share button in the top right corner of the canvas, pick export, and select standalone HTML. Then I'll create a new folder on my computer with the HTML file and the hero.mp4, which is the generation we got from Kling 3.0 a few moments ago. And then open it in a browser. Just look how amazing it looks. It's just like those very expensive websites where professional designers worked for months, if not years, to create something like this. So now we have a fully working landing page, which we can use to sell pretty much any product we want. But selling your own products is just one side of how a creator monetizes. If you remember from earlier, another side is when brands reach out to you and they want to see if you are the right fit. So there's a specific document they always ask for first, the media kit. It's the single document a brand uses to decide if you're worth a deal or not. And just like the pitch deck, you can build the whole thing inside Claude Design and then upgrade it with Higgsfield. But this time, we're going to go a level further because Claude Design will handle the media kit itself, and then Higgsfield will use it to create something most creators don't even know is possible. A short promo video that introduces you, your channel, and all your stuff from the media kit document itself. To start, let's head back to Claude Design once more. This time, instead of picking prototype or slide deck, we'll go with the other tab in the left panel because a media kit is a single-page document with text, stats, and visuals on it. So the other tab is where Claude Design lets us build that kind of layout. For the project name, I'll call it the Creating with Connor Media Kit, then press Create. Before I write anything, I'll click the image upload icon in the chat input and upload my photo. Then I'll paste in this prompt. This gives Claude Design the full brief for the media kit, so let's press send. After a few minutes, Claude Design builds the entire one-pager on the canvas. And just from the first try, my photo is already placed in the top left as the headshot. Every section is filled out with placeholder copy I can edit later, and it actually looks like something I'd send to a real brand. The only thing left for this part is to export it. I'll press the share button in the top right corner of the canvas, pick export, and choose PDF this time. But brands these days want to see you on camera, hear your energy, and decide if you're a fit in 15 seconds. And this is where the most powerful feature of Higgsfield comes in, the supercomputer AI agent, which means you describe what you want in plain English, and it plans and generates the entire video for you. To get into it, we head to Higgsfield and click on this supercomputer tab. Before we type anything, there are two settings I always confirm first. The run mode at the top, which I set to confirm before running. So supercomputer will show me its full plan before doing anything, and I get to approve it before any credits get spent. And the AI model, which I set to Sonnet 4.6. Now, let's just upload the PDF we created. Then I paste this prompt next to the PDF to tell supercomputer the kind of promo video I want. Once I hit send, supercomputer takes a few seconds and then shows me the full plan. Every shot it's going to generate with all the timing and music already mapped out. So I review it, and once it looks right, I press generate.
Hey, I'm Connor. I make AI tutorials for content creators. Brands that build with me convert. Creating with Connor, let's build something together.
Honestly, it came back better than I expected. It looks like I shot it with a real cinematographer, and the wildest part is that I didn't generate a single shot manually. So if you want to use these powerful features and speed up your content creation process, go sign up to Higgsfield and Claude using the link in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.